So, hey guys, this is Joseph, our contractor over here in San Antonio, Texas. He's doing our fix and flip project right now. Joseph, when you first saw this, because I never came out and saw this project before, when you first saw this property and walked it with Z, were you thinking to yourself, holy fuck, what'd you guys get yourself into?
Every project is different, and of course every project's going to have its difficulties, but you know, we've been in business a long time, so we'll be able to get this taken care of.
Dude, now I know that we're from out of state, and so this is our sort of first fix and flip from an out of state perspective, and sort of managing it from miles away and stuff like that. When you encounter stuff like this, what do you usually like when you encounter people that invest out of state? What would you tell them? Like, what's some of the first things they should actually be looking for?
When you're looking for a property, of course, the main things that can affect you and hurt you are, of course, the foundation, which you can see. Yeah. That's one of the most costly, and depending on the budget that you have, it can go from just a couple $1,000s into several $1,000s. So that's one thing that you would have to consider when buying a property.
I know, like, when Zeke and I first looked at this property, I knew foundation was going to be an issue. I didn't realize the extent of the foundation. Like, when we look at our next property out here, what suggestions would you have for her and I to be able to be better prepared and sort of things to look for, like if foundation was going to be an issue again?
Of course, you want to look for the main things, cracks in the walls. Of course, you can see separation from driveways. I know this one doesn't have an attached driveway, but like the sidewalk and the stairs, how they're separating, that's one key of bad foundation. Of course, on this one, the floor joists and everything were exposed, so you can see the sediment of the floor joist. So that was a dead giveaway there.
So is there like a rule of thumb, like, hey guys, like next time, sort of just to cover your asses, take this into consideration or something? Like,
so what I always recommend, and this is what I try to do as well when I do my estimates, I always try to leave a little pillow, just in case there's unforeseen items that we can fit in the budget. But I always recommend, hey, if someone gives you an estimate, you might want to say, hey, save a little bit, like 10% plus that estimate, just to have more of a pillow, if you will.
What would you say to look for as far as contractors? Like, what would be a good sign of a contractor, and things that you might want to ask?
Of course, communication is key. You want to explain everything as much as you can with the client, as well as be understanding, with budget-wise, and just try to keep costs as minimal as we can. That's what I strive on.
When I came down here and you were telling us that half the back house has to go,
this part was all an addition to the house.
It was
an addition already. So from us to attach to it wouldn't have made sense. So from this point on, all of this area here it's got to go. Everything's going to be demoed completely. From the roof joist, all the floor joists. I remember when we walked, you could see how everything was rotted out. Mm-hmm. So all that plywood, everything we removed. All the floor joists were rotted out. Even these here, all those are coming up and gotta go.
I honestly was really happy about that, because I felt like that ceiling line was shit, and I wanted it to be all even. Yeah. And I know that we had plans for adding on a master and an inside laundry room and stuff like that, which is really going to be nice. With that being said, when you first took a look at it, were you thinking that was going to be the case, or were you like, oh shit, we could probably reuse some of this?
Well, when walking the property, you can't really see anything because, of course, everything is covered. You have drywall, you have insulation, you have stuff, blocking the way. So once we started doing the demo, you can actually start seeing the actual structure. And, doing that, you notice that this was an addition, and the addition was done very poorly and just doesn't flow with the rest of the house. So with us removing that and you know, tying on to the actual existing house, and actually bringing it out with the new addition, it's gonna flow a whole lot better, and it's gonna look a whole lot more open and just work, you know.
Yeah, no, I could, like, when I saw it and you were telling me about it, I was like, oh man, this is going to really open it up. It's going to flow a lot nicer, and I think it gives us a lot more opportunity with the design aspect and stuff like that. And when we came out here, I was like really impressed with the area, just because I'm like, dude, this is not a bad area. It's pretty close to the Riverwalk. It took us what, 6 minutes to get down here. So I feel like once this is completed, it should either go, or, I mean, if we wanted to keep it, it'd be in a fucking brand new house.
Yeah, you're actually maybe like 6 minutes walking distance from the Alamo Dome, and maybe 10 walking distance from the Tower of America. So whether you decide to Airbnb it, I feel like this would be a blessing, you know, because this is, like I said, it's convenient to everything. You know, it's right here downtown, and right now this is a hot area. So I think you guys would do excellent on whatever you decide to do once it's completed.